What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at part 11 of my Jakks Pacific wrestling figure collection. Starting off with the very first figure. Actually, before we start, I do want to thank everybody for watching my short that I uploaded the other day of my Adam Copeland and Christian Cage 2-pack. Picked that up at GameStop. I think I was like the first person to get it because my photo was shared all around YouTube and Facebook and even the major pod, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, starting off with the figures here. Let's go number one. We got the Repo Man, Jakks Classic Superstar. This was one I think I got for like $8 somewhere. My buddy, actually, it was a buddy of mine who picked this up for me when he was at a random toy store out of town. But I actually ended up getting two of these figures. This one's, I think, the worst shape one. He does kind of have that Jakks sticky disease, but I did try. It wasn't as bad as it was when I got it. I did use the Kyle Peterson tape trick, packing tape. If you just get some packing tape and stick it on there and unstick it, it takes most of that gunk off. But this one still kind of has it. This one was kind of hard to perfectly get non-sticky, but weird, obscure character, the Repo Man. Very interesting. But yeah, we'll put him off to the side here. Very weird figure to own. I don't know. I just can't believe Jakks made a Repo Man. But anyways, the only fatality of the collection that I got, the Sheik, the original Sheik, Sabu's uncle, I believe. Yeah, unfortunately he came like this, so I just got to get that screwed in there somehow, figure out a way to fix that. He did have his turban, or his hairdress, whatever you call it. So, yeah, pretty good shape besides the arm breaking off. He was the only one that actually showed up broken, so not horrible, but, you know, we'll get it fixed one day. The Sheik, original Sheik. And coming up next is actually a custom, I believe. I tried finding this figure online and I could not find it, so I'm assuming somebody just did a little head swap with an old Vince McMahon or something. But honestly, this figure makes way more sense for Paul Heyman. He is shorter, he's not tall and skinny, so this might actually be my favorite Paul Heyman figure that I own, just because it's way more accurate to his height. And I don't know if he wore a suit like this often, but you know, whatever. I think this was a $4 or $5 figure, so not bad to add him to the collection. Another Paul Heyman. Next up, we have a Titantron Kane. In the last video, we had that other Kane. This one's very similar. I think it has the same head, just more of the Titantron style body at the time. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I just, you know, $4 or whatever. Not a bad figure. In very good shape. Always wanted to try Kane's Tron thing out on the Titantron when I had one. But yeah, there is the big red machine, Kane. Next up, we got Vladimir Kozlov. If you guys remember, I think part 7 or 8, I got this figure, but the one that I have was super loosey-goosey and beat up, played with. This one is perfectly mint, never played with, very good shape, so we will be getting rid of that other one in place of this one. But yeah, another guy I don't really know too much about, but didn't have him in good shape, so we grabbed him. Next up, I'll bring both of them out because they're a tag team. We have Billy and Chuck. Very cool figures. You guys know I do have the ones in the red. These are obviously the yellow ones. Still no bandana for Billy, unfortunately. So that's kind of lame how they never made one with a bandana. But still happy to have these. Like I said, I don't really like R3 figures too much. But, you know, they didn't really make Billy and Chuck in any other form. They might have made a Titantron 2-pack. I could be wrong about that, but still, great figures to have. Billy and Chuck were really cool, in my opinion. They were hilarious. Billy and Chuck, we'll put them on top. Coming up next, we have a big boy. We got Paul White. Technically Paul White still when he looked like this. I do believe he has just a regular Big Show body underneath, so that's not bad, or the giant body, I guess you can call it. But yeah, just another cool one. This is basically like his look when he debuted and attacked Austin in the cage, right? So thought it was worth having. The Big Show Paul White. I actually got a few Big Shows in this huge lot that I got recently. Again, sorry for my sniffles. My nose is, I think I have a little bit of a cold. Next up, we got A-Train, I believe. This is A-Train, yes. I think there's two variants of this figure, or there's two different versions. One has way more chest hair painted on him, kind of looks like spray paint. This one kind of looks way better, but still I think he's hairier than this. But yeah, another cool figure to add to the collection. I didn't have a A-Train in the collection, just an Albert. So very cool to add another Albert slash A-Train slash all the other names he's had in his career. But yeah, another one that's super minty, very good shape. Happy to add A-Train to the collection. Next up, we have Mick Foley, Commissioner Foley, that is. Another one I didn't think I'd ever get for Jakks for a while. I haven't seen him really anywhere. I do have the Mattel version, which is awesome. Came with the little hammer and whatnot. This one's really cool as well. Definitely reused a lot of parts from other Mick Foleys. They just put that Commissioner shirt and changed the head sculpt with the short hair. So very cool to have this Commissioner Foley in the collection. Digging it. We'll put him on top. Next up, we got another tag team here. We got Classic. I don't really know too much about them. I think they're just called the Killer Bees or something. Yeah. Don't really know too much about them. I just know they're old school, and I didn't have them, so I picked them up. Pretty cool. They come with removable masks, so not bad at all. The Killer Bees. Such a weird tag teams back then. Oh, all right, excuse me. Next one coming up. Another one that we have seen before in the collection videos, but like I said, if it's a mint figure, I'm going to re-pick it up if mine's really beat up. So the Nunzio I had was really played with. This one is very mint. So yeah, definitely had to grab another Nunzio. Very cool. Could be an ECW figure or a Ruthless Aggression figure. I'm not too sure. Anyways, next up, we have another Tron, Titantron X-Pac from DX. Another one I picked up, I think, at the toy show or Comic-Con in Brantford. So that was cool. We had our first Comic-Con. There's a ticket over there. Or that was for the wrestling show, actually, the same day. But very cool. Yeah, picked him up and a few others. But I felt like I needed a DX X-Pac. I did have a Jakks Classic one, which is okay, but this one has like a jersey look with the jersey on. So, I don't know. You know me, guys. I don't love the Trons, but I do like them because they were my figures growing up. The Titantrons and the Bone Crunchers and whatnot. And the Ruthless. But anyways, moving on. The next figure, one I've waited to get for a while now, is the Jakks Kofi Kingston. I actually had no idea this guy got a Jakks figure until I was looking them all up and seeing who I was missing. But yeah, he must have just got in there before Mattel got the license. So we have a Jakks Kofi Kingston in his Jamaican days where he had the accent and everything. But yeah, very cool. Nice to have Kofi in the collection. We'll put him up top. Next up, we have the Mountie, another Jakks Classic figure I've always wanted. I don't believe the hat fits on him very well, though. It seems to fall off very easily, so it doesn't really look right. Just like Jakks, you know, they make all these accessories for the figures that don't fit or can't hold them or what, but still pretty cool to have the Mountie in the collection. So we'll put him on top shelf. A lot of new faces in the collection, man. I can't honestly believe it. I didn't think I'd get this many new faces. Coming up next, we got another minty rebuy. Earl or Dave? Is it Earl or Dave? Everyone says it's Dave because the packaging on the picture shows Dave, but the name will say Earl. So, what do? Right? We just call him Earl Dave Hebner because we don't know which one it is. Now that I have two, I guess I can make one Dave, one Earl, right? So, but yeah, this one's way in better shape. Either this one came by itself or in a 3-pack with the Hardys. I'm not too sure, but Minty Earl or Dave Hebner, we'll put them up top. Always down for more refs. Actually, right when I say that, here's another one. We have Davari as a referee. I believe this is from, I want to say, No Way Out 2004 or 2005. I think Kurt Angle had him as a referee for his match against John Cena, I believe. But yeah, another cool option to have if you ever want to have more refs in the Fig Fed or something. It's cool to have another ref, Davari. Cool. Coming up next, we have a Titantron Chris Benoit. I think this might be his first figure, actually, for WWE, WWF. Could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that. But judging by the arms, how they're not articulated, really, and it looks like an early Tron figure. So this could be his very first WWE, WWF figure. So figured I needed it, but it doesn't have the Tron on the bottom. So I don't know. There's Benoit. Coming up next, we got another Paulie Heyman. This one, Giant Edition. It does have the cool ECW hat, though. So that was cool to get. Actually, might end up putting that hat on the shorter one there. But, yeah, you know, decent Paul Heyman, I guess, if you don't have one. But look at him, man. He's taller than A-Train. Like, you can't be having that. Can't be having that. So, there is Paul Giant Heyman for you. Next up, we got another tag team here. We got the Hardy Boys in their Titantron look. They both got the Tron things on the bottom. I don't know if this was a 2-pack or if they were single release, but another ones that I thought were cool, couldn't pass up. All black Hardy Boys, looking nice. Very cool. I heard they're having one more match with the Dudleys very soon, so see how that goes. Next up, we have another one that we saw maybe in part 9 or 8, but Sabu. We have a better version. If you guys recall, my other Sabu that I got at a toy show or something had some kind of like sun damage on him. This one's super mint. I'll probably end up selling that other one, but this one is very mint, so always down for more Sabus. Rest in peace. Very cool. Sabu. We'll put them on top. Next up, we got another new addition to the collection. We have Tori from the DX days. Obviously, this isn't Tori Wilson. This is a different Tori. X-Pac's girlfriend, I believe, at the time. I think she did something with Kane, too. But not too sure. Another one I didn't have needed. So happy to have her to the collection. Another one that we picked up not too long ago, but this one has a better conditioned shirt. And yeah, it's Raven. Very cool. Now I have 2 Ravens. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell the other one or not. Yeah, so I'm always down for more Ravens because he's very cool. He does have the red in his hair too. I don't know if the other one had that or not. And also this one came with the trash can. So yeah, just super minty Raven. Better than the other one I have, so I picked up another. Can't say no to that for $5 or under, so yeah, very nice. Next up, we got Superstar Billy Graham, and I'm pretty sure we have this figure, except the head is his different look, with the bald look and the goatee and all that. So I think they made 2 figures with the same tights, just different heads. And this one obviously comes with the feathers and the boas or whatever they're called. So very cool to have Superstar Billy Graham with his hair and everything. Early days, I guess, of Superstar Billy Graham. Put him up top. Next up, we got, I want to say it's Nikita Koloff, or I honestly don't remember his name. It's either that or another Russian name. I get them all mixed up sometimes. But I think it's Nikita Koloff. Just another one I didn't have in the collection. You can tag with your Nikolais and whoever else is part of that faction. But yeah, very cool. Happy to add another classic to the collection that I didn't have. Next up, we got another R3 figure, man. Weird. Diamond Dallas Page. Not a bad figure, I guess. Just like I said, not a fan of the R3s. They look weird. The fingers are kind of cool. You can get them pointing and stuff, but this one did come with the European title. So I'm happy to have that to the collection now. I don't think I had a Jakks European title before this, so another draft DDP to add to the collection there. Or just another Jakks DDP. Coming up next, we got the Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. Very cool to have Rocky Johnson now in the collection. He's got his RJ on his boots. He's got the birds on his chest there. The only thing is, I guess his boots were laced up to the side back in the day, but I guess Jakks didn't have a mold for that, so they just went with that. No problem. I believe this could be the one from the 3-pack with The Rock and The Rock's grandfather, Peter Maivia. But yeah, not a bad classic Rocky Johnson there. So nice to add him to the collection. Next up, we have a Titantron Rock. Not a bad fig. He's got a nice tattoo on him. He's missing his other elbow pad, unfortunately. But it's nice to add the Rock to the collection. We didn't have this one with the red and the plain font there. So definitely cool to add that. Next up, we got another awesome classic that I didn't think I'd ever get. We have Draws. Very cool figure. He's got some nice tats all over him. And yeah, just tongues out. Unfortunately, he was paralyzed very early in his career. Unfortunately, he did pass away a few years ago too. So rest in peace, Draws. But yeah, next figure. All right, next up, we have Coco Beware with Frankie. Don't know if he came with anything else. Probably sunglasses, maybe a shirt. Not too sure, but we did get 2 Coco Bewares recently in the collection. This is just one of them. Yeah, another one I didn't have before that I'm happy to add to the collection. It's cool that he has the bird with him too, so very happy to add Coco Beware. I think he is getting Mattel very soon. I think he just signed a Legends deal. A lot of figures being revealed this weekend. SDCC, whatever. But yeah. Next up, we got another awesome Titantron. We got Taz with the orange shirt. Another one I thought I definitely needed because we definitely saw him wear this shirt back in the day. And yeah, I'm down for Taz figures, man. Taz is great. He's hilarious on commentary. And yeah, just happy to add another Taz to the collection. Very nice. Coming up next, we got, let's go with the big boy. We got the Big Show. Another one that I might actually have in the collection. I'm not sure if it's one that has the strap or not. But again, this one's super mint. The other one I have is not. So yeah, definitely had to pick up this Big Show. He definitely looked like this towards like the later part of the Ruthless Aggression era. The bald look and the strap down. But yeah, very cool Big Show. Happy to add him to the collection. We'll put him on top. Next up, we got another Tron figure. I think the last Tron figure of this video. We got Booker T. And this was actually one I really wanted for a while, just because I don't have a Booker with this short hair look to him. So very happy to add that. He's got nice boots that say Booker T on them and all that. So very, very nice. Happy to add a Titantron Booker to the collection. just gives me like Stone Cold Steve Austin vibes, you know, when him and Austin fought in the grocery store and whatnot. He kind of had this haircut and look to him. So very cool to have that. Next up, we only got 6 more here, boys and girls. Next up, we got, I think, one of the early Ruthless Aggression series Rob Van Dam's. Another one I always wanted. He came in like that packaging with like the clear back so you could see the back. Even though he's got no detail on the back of his singlet at all. That's so Jakks, right? But from the front, it looks great. Always happy to add more RVDs because he's got so many different singlets and looks. So another awesome RVD to add to the collection. We'll put him on top. And coming up next, we got SmackDown's #1 announcer, Funaki. Great looking Funaki. I think the only other Funakis we had were in wrestling gear in the white, I believe. So this is a very cool one to have for your fig fed, his backstage interview look. Yeah, I always wondered why he always called himself SmackDown's #1 announcer when he was always doing interviews. So is interviews and announcing the same thing? I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe it was just a joke. But yeah, very cool to add the SmackDown #1 announcer to the collection. Very cool. All right, next up, we got another big boy, another new face big boy here. We got Yokozuna. Jakks Classic Yokozuna. I'm not sure if he came with his jacket or not. I don't think the Jakks Classic version came with one of those. If it did, it was a limited exclusive, I think, for internet exclusive. But again, this body works for Yokozuna. Remember we were saying in the last video, sometimes they would use this body on big guys that just it didn't work. But I think for Yoko it works. Yeah, very happy to add another Yokozuna to the collection, but this time on the Jakks side of things, not Mattel. So very cool, Yokozuna. All right, we got 3 left. Let's bring out the People's Champ, The Rock. This one could very well be the one in the 3-pack. I should have looked all this up. I think I've said that like 3 times in 3 different videos. But I do believe this one is the one from the 3-pack. Only because I think I just remember seeing the red in the front, and he does have that modern later Jakks body style with the different looking knee pads and elbow pads. So I do think this is the one from the 3-pack with his family in the Jakks Classic. Very happy to add this one. If 12-year-old me had this, oh my god, he would have been the champ in every fig fed. I would have played with this for hours. So very happy to add another Rock to the collection, especially one that I thought I would never get. So boom, The Rock. 2 left. Let's go with Kurt Angle. Very awesome singlet here. This is like peak Kurt Angle when he was like world champion. I want to say 05, 06, around that time, just before he went to ECW. Just missing the mouth guard there, obviously. But yeah, another awesome Kurt to have. I didn't have this one before. I did give him the little buffer body at this time because I guess he was just a little more jacked on the jacked side. But yeah, can't have too many Angles from this era. Awesome wrestler, great figure. And last but not least, we got the Undertaker. A very decent Undertaker. If you guys know by now, I've been looking for an Undertaker that looks like this for a while, like American Badass, Ruthless Aggression era Undertaker for Jakks. Very similar to that gray and black one we saw in the part 10. Just you know, he's got the singlet shirt on there and doesn't have a vest, but still very cool to add this kind of taker to the collection. I still do want to get the one with the red shirt. I think it says Big Evil or whatever on it. The one that came with Cena in a 2-pack, but this one will do for now. Yeah, very cool to add the Undertaker to the collection with this look to him. But that is the last figure of this video, folks. Come back in a few days. We will have part 12 up on the channel. And yeah, I just want to thank everyone for watching and subscribing. We're almost at 500 subscribers, which is nuts. And yeah, still at least 3 more videos at least on the way for Jakks. So stay tuned to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.